Mandy Robin here from Game Talk Live. We are at the Invent Global Esports Conference in Irvine, and I'm joined by a very special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself and what you do.
My name is Greg Street. I am the head of game design on League of Legends at Riot Games.
So you've been very involved with the community of each of the titles that you have worked on. Has being interactive and open with fans been integral in building stronger games?
Oh, absolutely. That's part of the reason I do it, is just selfishly, you want to get that feedback and find out what players are going to say before things go live, or know, what's bothering them so that you can make changes. I feel like that's a big part of the success of the games I've worked on.
Yep. How do you separate those very angry gripes with legitimate constructive feedback?
I mean, the constructive feedback is always more appreciated, but at the end of the day, if people are passionate and are just confused and struggling with how to get the message out, that doesn't mean that their opinion is wrong. It just means their delivery needs work. So I still try to listen. They may have something they're trying to say. There may be a reason they're really upset.
So how do you maintain transparency in that line between giving the audience maybe too much or too little information?
I mean, there's still a part of game development that wants to kind of surprise players. You don't want to say like, hey, this isn't all the stuff we're working on for the rest of the year, because then it kind of deflates the experience. So we try to balance between surprising them with something new, like a new champion, compared to, say, the changes we're making to the ranked season is something we want a lot of player buy-in early on. So we start talking about that really early, make sure that we can hear and react to the feedback before it kind of goes live.
How do you keep a game like League of Legends that has been around for a very long time now, with so many champions to select from, fresh and new, that isn't just adding a new champion?
Yeah, it's a challenge. We want to keep the game fresh. Part of our brand is to constantly go in there and fix the stuff that's feeling old or broken. But at the same time, we know that any change has a cost, and that even super engaged players may have trouble keeping up with it if we change too much. So we try to be smart about it. As an example, we try not to mess too much with the beginning of the game, because even if you've taken a break from League of Legends, like right now I'm playing a lot of God of War, but I gotta go back to League, and you're always going to go through champ select, you're always going to zone in at the nexus, go shopping, and then go into your lane. So that part should be familiar even if you've taken a break from League for a while.
I noticed then the controls come back to you pretty easily too. I took a long break off League, and then I came back and I was like, oh, this is very natural, even though I expected it to just feel very disorienting. But to your point, the experience is the same.
Yeah, we want it to be a game you keep coming back to. I mean, it is free to play. The icon is sitting there on your desktop, so even if you've wandered off and played another game for a while, it's there waiting for you.
Oh, it's still taunting me. Yes.
Good.
Yes.